Nida stood at the doorway of her family's modest home in Chiang Mai, her heart pounding with anticipation. Today was the day she would start her English lessons. Her father had saved for months to enroll her in private tutoring sessions, believing in her potential to achieve more than he ever could as a street vendor. The first lesson took place in a beautiful garden filled with blooming flowers and the gentle hum of insects. Her tutor, Mrs. Jones, was a kind but stern woman from England who spoke slowly and clearly. Nida struggled to keep up, her mind racing to translate every word. She felt a pang of embarrassment when she couldn't answer a simple question about her name. She could feel the eyes of her classmates on her, a mix of sympathy and encouragement. Weeks passed, and Nida's struggle continued. She spent hours after each session poring over her textbooks, practicing pronunciation in front of the mirror, and listening to English songs to catch the rhythm of the language. Despite her efforts, progress was slow. One day, during a conversation practice with Mrs. Jones in the garden, the lesson turned particularly humiliating.
"Tell me about your favorite place to visit,"
Mrs. Jones said encouragingly. Nida took a deep breath, trying to remember the words she had practiced.
I like to go to the beach.
Mrs. Jones's eyes widened slightly before she quickly stifled a laugh.
"Nida, I think you mean beach."
She corrected gently, emphasizing the correct pronunciation. Nida's cheeks burned with shame.
Beach,
she repeated, but the damage was done. She wished the ground would swallow her whole. At home, her frustration turned to resentment. Why did learning English have to be so difficult? Why did her family push her so hard when they didn't understand her struggles? One evening, after a particularly rough day, Nida had a heated argument with her father.
"You don't understand how hard this is for me,"
she shouted, tears streaming down her face.
"You just want me to be someone I'm not."
Her father's face softened, and he sighed deeply.
"Nida, I never wanted to make you unhappy. I just want you to have more opportunities than I did. English is a key to a better future."
His words lingered in her mind that night. She realized that his dreams for her came from a place of love, not expectation. Determined to honor his sacrifice, she redoubled her efforts, joining a study group and seeking help from her more fluent friends. Gradually, Nida's English improved. She became more confident in her speaking abilities, and her tutor's gentle encouragement turned into genuine praise. The turning point came one day at the market. As she was helping her father at his stall, she noticed a lost English-speaking tourist looking around, clearly confused.
"Excuse me, do you need help?"
Nida asked, approaching the tourist.
"Yes, thank you. I'm trying to find the night bazaar, but I think I'm lost."
Nida smiled, feeling a surge of confidence.
"The night bazaar is not far from here. Go straight down this road, then turn left at the second intersection. You'll see the signs."
"Thank you so much."
"You're welcome."
The gratitude and recognition were sweet, but the true reward was the pride in her father's eyes as he watched the interaction. Nida's journey wasn't just about learning a language, it was about discovering resilience and the strength of her family bonds. The embarrassment and resentment she once felt had transformed into a deep appreciation for the challenges she had overcome and the love that had driven her to succeed.
Heart pounding, when your heart beats fast, usually because you're excited or nervous. Anticipation, feeling excited and looking forward to something that's going to happen. Street vendor, someone who sells things like food or goods on the street. Potential, the possibility to do or achieve something. Hum of insects, the soft buzzing sound made by bugs like bees or flies. Stern woman, a serious and strict woman. Pang of embarrassment, a sudden feeling of being ashamed or uncomfortable. poring over, reading or studying something carefully and closely. Particularly humiliating, something that makes you feel really embarrassed or ashamed. Slightly off, not exactly right or accurate. Stifle the laugh, tried hard not to laugh, usually because it wasn't the right time. Resentment, feeling upset because you think you've been treated unfairly. Lingered, stayed around for a longer time than expected. Redoubled, worked even harder or put in more effort. Surge of confidence, a sudden feeling of being more sure of yourself or your abilities. Resilience, being able to bounce back and recover quickly from tough situations. Oh, and before you go, if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to English Ears for more inspiring stories, practical tips, fantasy adventures, and motivation to help you on your English learning journey. Make sure to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.